I've been here. How long has the Taco Bell been right next door, you guys?
Over a year.
Over a year? Then it's been over a year since I've been here. Time management guy. That's gonna suck at Taco Bell. You guys' property taxes are gonna fucking skyrocket, man. It's wild. I'm happy to be here. I love that summer's here, man. I'm a big fan of summer. Thank you, one guy who likes summer. I like summer. I like open houses, which some people think is weird, right? Because most people hate open houses. I like open houses. I try to have fun. Had an open house that was down the road from me, and it was my neighbors that don't really like anybody, and nobody likes them. And they didn't invite me, but I went down to show my respects, right? Got a plate of food, ate it, put a card in the box. This is where it gets fun, though, is on that card, inside there was a $20 Taco Bell gift card with only $1.23 on it. And I wrote, good job, sport, from your mom's secret friend, Gary. XOXO. I don't know, it's a long game is what I did, you guys. It's a long game because I figured fall rolls around, right? And the daughter goes off to state. Then about 2 weeks later, the divorce paperwork gets filed. About 2 weeks after that, the house goes up for sale. About a month after that, the rest of my neighbors are throwing me a fucking party because I got rid of Bruce and Jenny. You know what I mean? Get it. I saw a guy earlier in a Walmart that was wearing overalls with no shirt underneath it, and I broke a wishbone and wished that his nipples would shave completely the fuck off. That's the thing. I don't know. I'm gonna feel you guys out a little bit. Anybody in here got kids? Where are my parents at? Hell yeah. A couple of you happy to be a parent, a couple of you fucking lying. You know? Statistically, there's way more parents in here than you guys just belted up. I feel like you deserve an applause as a parent, man. That's a hard-ass job, is it not? I knew at least one of you guys in here had kids because I saw them sitting in a car in the fucking parking lot. So we're not bringing them in and shitting on our fun. We all know it, man. We can't bring kids to an adult thing. They fuck it up. I know this from experience. I was recording my first comedy album. I was in a comedy club down in Florida, and another comic comes up to me and says, hey man, they just seated a couple in the back with a 3-week-old baby. And I was like, this is not gonna work, you know. So I get into it, you know, I'm not trying to let it bug me, and all of a sudden, like 2 jokes in, the baby just starts fucking crying. I had to address it. I was like, cool, I've never been heckled by a baby before, this is cool. And then all of a sudden I started like doing crowd work on the baby. I was like, I'm just gonna make the best of it. I was like making fun of what it was wearing, you know. Fucking talking about how I had no respect, could be quiet at the club type of shit. And I guarantee that baby left and did not like my set. You know? I know the baby didn't like me because it left me a 1-star Yelp review, so that was thanks a lot, baby. I got kids, man. I worry about my oldest son. I feel like my oldest son is gonna fuck up as an adult. He's 18 now, just graduated and stuff. I took him on the road with me. I was down in Austin, Texas, and it's 103 degrees, and we're leaving from one club to go to another club, and we're driving. We stop at a gas station. We get out of the car. We just feel this heat hit us, and there's all these wind turbines, right? My son looks up at the wind turbines and goes, I don't even know why they got them fans running. It ain't cooling shit down over here. It's like, what the fuck you just said? God damn it, man. So then I had to fuck with him, right? I was like, oh, dude, they just messed up, man. There's a little knob at the bottom of the fan that actually makes it tilt down so we can feel it. Maybe while I'm pumping the gas, you can trot over there and turn the knob so I don't have to be so goddamn hot while I'm putting fuel in this, right? And he started trotting over there and I filled my tank. And then I got in my car and I left him in fucking Texas, you guys. That is stupid as shit. He's an okay kid, man. I found a Taco Bell wrapper in my bathroom garbage recently, and I knew it was his just instantly. So I went down to his room and I was like, hey man, is that your Taco Bell wrapper in the bathroom garbage? And he went on the defensive like right away. He was like, yeah, but I wasn't eating it while I was sitting on the toilet. I was eating it while I was waiting for the shower to warm up, so who's the weirdo now? I was like, still fucking you, dude. Still you. If anything, that's weirder than sitting on the toilet. At least if you sit on the toilet eating a chalupa, I can chuck it up to he's efficient. You know what I mean? You know, he's thinking ahead. He's a forward thinker. But just imagining him with his head through the fucking shower curtain, getting down on a chalupa, just going, I can't wait till I see steam coming up. I hope I don't drop a bean in the fucking grill again. It's weird as shit. He's been pissing me off lately. He's been doing this thing where he's been calling me bro. I don't know if you guys went through that. It's like every other word. I was on the road for 13 fucking days. I come home, I'm excited, I beat everybody to the house. I was in the kitchen, I was making dinner. My son was the first one to come home, and he walks into the kitchen, he was like, what are we having for dinner, bro? And I was like, stop calling me that. And he goes, stop calling you what, bro? I said, stop calling me bro. And then just to get like one more jab in, right, he sets his backpack down, he goes, why, bro? Tries to like size me up, you know. Lost my shit. Went into dad voice. I was like, I'm gonna give you a couple of reasons why. For one, I am the man that puts food on the table. For two, I am the man that puts a roof over your head. For three, I am the man that put those clothes on your back. I was like, the least you can do, out of respect, is call me dad. All of a sudden, I saw his eyes start to water up. I was like, holy shit, he's gonna fucking cry. Got all excited. I was like, I fucking won this round. Flip my bird. It gets even better, you guys, because then, at this point, he leans in and he gives me this big old hug. And he whispers in my ear, whatever, bro. I broke out the hug. I was like, you son of a bitch. He's like, you can't call me that. I was like, yeah, I can. I know your mom. So, okay. A couple of you guys locked up on that one. I don't know why. It's not like you had fucking lunch with her on Tuesday. I'm going to get out of here on this one, you guys. People will ask me every once in a while, like, what's it like to raise teenage boys? Because altogether, I've raised 3 of them between me and my wife's kids. And I always give them this advice. I say, I will not wash my clothes with my teenage son's clothes. And they're like, why is that? I'm like, because I'm worried that one of their socks is going to get one of my fucking shirts pregnant. And I know I should be talking shit about them like that here in front of a bunch of complete strangers, but I don't have a lot of rules. But one of them is, if I can pull one of your socks out from underneath your bed and just start sanding a fucking drywall scene with it, I can say whatever the fuck I want up here. I've been Tim Locke, you guys have been a lot of fun.
All right, y'all, give yourselves a hand for being here at Sunday Night Funnies. You could have been anywhere. You could have been at home, watching Netflix, taking a dump. But you're here with me. Let's get something out the way right now, ladies and gentlemen. I am no threat to none of you. This is my summer tan. I acquired it at Planet Fitness, so, you know, it does rinse off, so I gotta hurry up and do this set because I felt some of it leaking off in that chair back there and shit. I ain't want to thinking it was shit in the chair. That's not what it is, ladies and gentlemen. It's my complexion. I just got married recently. Yes. And I got divorced recently as well. In the same damn month. Yes. 30 days. Yes. We got into it because we used to have date night. Does anybody here do date night? Yeah. Yes, we do date night. See, our idea of date night is watching Cheaters. So we were watching Cheaters and we were eating and having a great time, and then we got to an argument about someone cheating. And he said that I agreed with the method that the man chose to cheat on his wife with. And so he started questioning whether I was cheating on him. And I'm like, we're watching Cheaters together, picking out these fucking episodes, and you're asking me, am I cheating on you? So then we stopped watching porn together all of a sudden, ladies and gentlemen. Anybody here likes watching porn? Okay, we got some flyers in here. See, I thought Caucasian people were more honest about what they do in their spare time, you know, in their private life. It's okay to share. It's okay, share this caring. You know, porn is good to watch, especially when you're in a relationship, you know? It keeps you from, you know, to him, I go and watch Bang Brothers, you know? And he's pissed off at me, he goes and watch Asian bitches. I mean, what the hell? So I feel like that's the kind of woman he wanted the whole time, you know? We started role playing and shit. He started asking me to pretend we were at a Chinese restaurant. And I should have known then that he was on some stupid shit from the beginning, you know? I heard that some of y'all don't have kids in here. Let me reiterate that. Who got kids in here? Okay. Not enough of you. It looks like we got a lot of vasectomies and tubal ligations in this building. Shit, my mother didn't teach me what she should have taught me. I got 3 sons and 3 daughters. Yes, the hell I do. If she would have taught me that using the back door was okay more than the front, I wouldn't have kids at all. I'm pissed off at her. It's her fault. She's a Scorpio. I'm a Sagittarius. We were doomed from birth. She said that when she first had me, she should have known God only gave her 1 daughter because I was with the shenanigans from day 1. She said she tried to nurse me and I refused her milk. Why the hell would I want to suck on a tit that has hair on the outside of it? And why would I want to suck on your breast and you're not another lady? Speaking of ladies, you know, it's Pride Month. Let's give them pride. Yes. And you know, I think it's always good for people to be able to be safe, to identify with what they are. You know, I identify as anybody. Y'all hear that? Pay attention to what I just said. I, Turbulence Time, identify as anybody. Now, ironically, no one here has said yet, what the hell does that mean? Well, anybody means anybody can get it. So, that's what I identify as, shit. Look, I feel we should have no discrimination and barriers when it comes to who you're with or why, unless they have sleep apnea. This is why before you have sex with someone, ladies and gentlemen, you need to know whether they have sleep apnea or not. Because I learned the hard way. I don't do night overs when someone has sleep apnea. It makes me want to put things in their mouth that doesn't belong. To see if they will breathe again or not. For example, I took a Q-tip, gently traced it across his lips, just to see if he would stop. Please, just stop with the snoring. Stop. It didn't work. So I went and got some WD-40. I sure did. I got a court case because of it, but it's okay. I was trying to help him, you know, loosen up the artwork. His shit was so tight and noises were coming out that I had never heard of before. I was scared. Shit, I just got out of jail last week. Anybody here been in jail before? Oh my God, so all of you are good-ass people who've never committed crimes. I love that. Give it up for yourselves for that. Yes. Some people didn't clap, so you still don't believe in me yet. I went to jail for kicking my son's girlfriend's ass. Woo! Now you're probably like, what the hell is your problem? You have a serious problem if you're fighting your son's girlfriend. Yes, I do have a fucking problem because she's in her 40s like me. He has no business being with someone in their 40s. She's teaching him nasty things that he shouldn't be knowing. Plus, I found out we used to go to school together. So, you know, it was kind of like a nostalgic kind of relationship. I used to kick her ass back then, I kicked her ass now. The only difference is this time I'm getting charges pressed against me. Before I get out of here, though, I want to let y'all know something. I have a grandson. Give it up to my grandson. His name is Ali Nastro. That means he sticks with Mexican and black, ladies and gentlemen. I love my grandson. He's not the problem. It's his damn mama. She is intentionally teaching my grandson to disrespect me in Spanish. So when he sees me, he doesn't call me granny. He doesn't call me abuela, nana. He calls me bunta when he sees me. Now, for those who don't know what bunta means, that means bitch. Can you picture a 6-year-old running around bunta, but you can't whoop his ass, so you whoop his mama's ass, and now you gotta have mediation just to see him? But the killer part is, my son is identifying as a Hispanic male, but he's not Hispanic, he's African American. No problem with that. But the problem is, don't drag me into your fucking lies. He told the family that I was Hispanic, so when I went over there to try to, meet the family, they were confused when I pulled up. I see my grandson playing in a pool of mud. I tried to grab him by his neck. 3 Hispanic men grabbed me from behind. Who are you? Who are you? That's my grandson. Your grandson, Francesca. Francesca, my name ain't no damn Francesca. My name is Shantae, and I'm from Crenshaw Mafia. Where the hell is my son? And that's been my time, comedian turbulence time. Thank y'all.
Stockholm Syndrome came up. If you don't know what that is, when a kidnappee fall in love with the kidnapper. In India, we call it arranged marriages. I don't like it. I'm against arranged marriages. I hate those. I prefer the traditional American way. It's when the girl come up to you and say, hey, I'm pregnant. And then I go, can we have an abortion? Okay. And then she says no. And then I'm a proud dad now. I don't know. I have like a tiny beef with white women for stealing yoga. Do you guys see me stealing anything like pickleball? No. I say give it back. Give yoga back, else I'm coming for Taylor Swift. And I'm serious. Okay, I don't know. I grew up in India and I didn't like yoga. I came to America. My first yoga class was in a beer bar to the song called My Milkshake Brings All the Boys to the Yard. That's when I fall in love with yoga. And then I did yoga in a petting zoo. I did yoga with goats. That was fun. See, this is what reason petting zoos. I want to make it more American. I'm going to put yoga next in a gun range, and I'm going to call that Guns and Poses. The first pose will be called Downward Dog now. Okay, you can relax now. I don't know. The next one we call it tree pose. I'm going to call it Don't You Fucking Move Now. And I'm going to end the class with this pose called Corpse Pose. Okay, I see few people know yoga only. Alright, I don't like people who talk too much. I figured out a way to say shut the fuck up without saying that. I asked them, have you tried meditation? Sometimes they go quiet, sometimes they don't get me. They reply, hey, yeah, I'm on medication. I'm like, okay, cool, try meditation. I also don't like honest people. I don't like honest people. I don't like because they are rude. Here's a story. I asked one of my friends to give me feedback on my comedy. I sent him a video and he replied really fast saying, Yogi, you suck. Stop it, stop doing this. Because you are making us all look bad. And I was like, thanks, Dad. I don't know, talking about my family, I told them like I'm doing this kind of comedy as a hobby. They got scared. They started asking me questions like, what the fuck is a hobby? I tried explaining that phone conversation didn't go well. Like, I think by the end of that conversation, my inheritance is cut in half. And every time I do a show, it goes in half again. So probably by the end of this year, I'll end up with a hoof instead of a full cow. I called Comcast recently, and the guy on the other side was like, hi, this is Chad, how can I help you? And he sounded exactly like that. And I'm like, no. You know, Chad, what's your name? He told me his name was Gangadhar Vidyadhar Mayadhar Omkarnath Shastri, aka Chad. And he wanted me to talk to his supervisor, and he was sitting right next to him. You guys wanna guess supervisor's name? That's a name. You wanna guess? Charlie is a good name. That was Brandon. His name was Brandon. I was like, what are you guys cooking here? Chad and Brandon. Not butter chicken, I guess. See, I tell this joke because like my first job in America was a tech support engineer, and then they fired me in a week. And the reason they gave me was you can either go with Chad or Brandon. And then I said, I'm Yogi, whatever. Can you guys imagine a Yahoo from Texas named Chad answering your tech support calls? Like, hi, this is Chad. How can I help you? This is my best American accent, I guess. talking about accent, do you guys like impressions and anything like that? So how am I doing so far? All right, that is all. Thank you, everybody. Keep it going for Brian. Keep it going, keep it going.
I am married. We don't have any kids though, right? No kids. I'm pretty good with kids though. I think I'll be a good dad, you know? Like I've got a little nephew, his name's Caleb, he's 8. I love hanging out with him. My favorite thing to do with him though is to take him and put him up on the trampoline, and then I get up there with him, and then physics does the rest. We usually end, I'll try to like launch him as high as I possibly can, you know? And it's the funniest fucking thing I've ever seen in my life, but the problem is his parents, they get so mad at me when I do that with him, but I'll tell you guys the same thing I tell them. I just say, look, I think that quadriplegics should have fun too. That's just me. Relax, it's just a joke. It's just a joke. I don't even have a nephew anymore. We bought a nephew trampoline. No, my wife is awesome, man. I like being married. She does do this one thing though. She does always try to like test my loyalty. You know what I'm talking about? She'll always do that. Try to test my loyalty by asking like questions. She'll be like, she did this like a couple weeks ago. She was like, hey, would you help me bury a body? And I was like, of course, you know, because like what kind of husband would just leave after the miscarriage? That's crazy. I'm not doing that. That's a fucked up joke. That is a dark joke, and you guys did exactly what you should have done. I didn't always know I wanted to do comedy. Actually, I've been doing it for about 4 years. I didn't always know I wanted to be a comedian. Actually, when I got to high school, I thought I was going to be in the military, but I had to be honest with myself. I was like, Justin, you do not have the courage to do a job where you could possibly be shot at, you know? So I was like, all right, I guess I'll just be a high school teacher, you know? Taught high school for 8 years. A lot of people don't know this. If you're a teacher in this country, you're actually 24% more likely to be shot on the job than a cop, according to a statistic that I made up for this joke. But still, are there any teachers in here tonight? 2? The rest of them are dead. Just 2. Thank you guys for your service. We guys get up for our teachers, players. That means a lot. Teaching's a tough job, man. So do you guys ever have to do the active shooter drills? You do? Are you out of the game now?
Yeah.
Good for you. Good for you. Don't get into comedy. I'll tell you that. I'll do it. Yeah, I always have to do the active shooter drills because they're supposed to make you feel safer, but I never really made me feel any safer, you know. But I would do these things to try to make myself feel safer. Like on the first day of school, I would walk into class every year and I'd look at every single student and think, okay, which one of these kids would make the best human shield, you know? You want to get the husky kids, that's who you want. You want to put them right up front row. The front row of my class is like the Eagles offensive line and shit. Just husky kids breathing on me all day, you know? Okay. You guys are good people. You're good people. You guys have a teacher shortage up here?
Yes.
Big teacher shortage, yeah. So I'm from Indiana, where we have a huge teacher shortage as well. They don't get paid well, they're not respected like they should be. And I was really worried that the government of Indiana wasn't doing anything to fix it, you know? But I was actually driving there today, and I saw on the interstate there was a billboard, and all it said was, be a teacher. And I thought, that ought to do it. We got a billboard, we're gonna be fine. We got it handled, you know? But the worst part, this is Indiana. I don't know if you've ever been there, but you're driving along and you see that billboard, you're like, huh, be a teacher. I wonder what that would be like. The very next billboard just says, hell is real. And you're just like, fuck. So I'm not doing that. How long did you guys teach? 15. That's a long time. That's amazing. Now, that's pretty good. There's some teachers that have been there way too fucking long. They've been there since like the school was built and shit. And that's who I feel bad for right now. The really old teachers, because things have changed so much. They're very confused about like what's going on, right? Like, I'll give you an example. Like my school, when vaping became a big problem. They called us all into this big staff meeting and explained, these kids are bringing these little devices to class. They kind of look like USB drives. They plug them into their computer, charge them up, and then they go to the bathroom and they smoke them in there. As soon as the meeting was over, the oldest teacher in the building, been over 35 years, he walks up to me and goes, so these kids are smoking the internet now? And I was like, that's exactly what it is, yeah. They go to the bathroom, they smoke a pack of porn hubs, and then they come back to class. Oh yeah. That's who I feel bad for, man. I do, sometimes people ask me if I ever miss it. Like, do you ever miss teaching? Okay, nobody asked, I just want to do this fucking joke, okay? But I do, there are certain things I miss about it. Once in a while, I miss learning stuff with the kids, right? You learn a lot from these kids. Like, I learned that you can charge your iPhone by plugging into your house arrest ankle bracelet and had no idea. Stephen taught me that. I like learning all the lingo, that's the best. Learn all the Gen Z lingo and the words they have. I can't talk like that. I'm too old, I'm 34. I sound like an idiot if I talk like that, you know? Like I found out these Gen Z kids, they don't say we made love. They don't even say we had sex, they just say we smashed. You guys have heard that, right? They'd be like, we smash. Went back to her place, she would smash. And I was thinking about the group of cool young Gen Z dudes the other day, and they brought up oral sex, and I was like, don't you guys mean smash mouth? Like, oh, I can't stop coming and I won't stop coming? Like, I do have stickers after the show that say I heart smash mouth. You guys can pick those up, put them on your work laptop or whatever. What else do I got for you here? I want to talk to you. What's up, brother? Remember the first time you ever got some smash mouth? Remember that? He's like, yeah, I'm still working on it, but it was awkward, right? Was it awkward for you?
I forgot your thing.
You still got it? Okay. All right. Fuck you, man. Whatever. Just let me do my joke, all right? Nah, you're really good. I was thinking about the other day, the first time I ever got a little smash mouth. It was awkward because it was her first time too, and you could tell. She used a tooth heavy technique, we'll call it. And you know what? She could tell that she was causing me pain because she stopped and she goes, oh my God, I'm so sorry, does it hurt? And I tried to play it cool. I was like, hey, relax, don't worry about it. The way I like it does, so. Can't say Mom didn't teach me nothing, you know? But now that I'm married, I can't be out there just like hooking up like I used to, you know? Can't just be out there. Plus, it's just too dangerous. It's too dangerous to be out there hooking up these days, you know? Like, I did hook up with, this was a while back, with one girl, and I can't say for sure if she had an STD, but what I can say is that she definitely does now. So, you gotta be careful, folks. You gotta be careful out there. I learned a lot, though. I learned a lot about women. You guys are interesting people. You guys want us to be gentlemen, just like not when it comes to sex, right? Like you want us to be gentlemen, just not when it comes to sex. And I found it hard. I was with this lovely young lady. We're in that lazy dog position. You guys know it's that one where you're both on your side because you're out of shape and. Okay, a few people just look at their husbands a little too closely right there. And look, I wanted to try a different position, but I'm just too much of a gentleman when it comes to that kind of stuff, so I was like, I'm not gonna wake her up, you know?